Routine is going to save the day, guys, no matter how stressful your life might be. Hey, guys, and welcome to a virtual edition of Letting the Chickens Out with Jim. Why? Because it's freaking raining outside and I don't want to mess with it. So last week, we did a really cool interview with Alden Mills. Stu Smith and I interviewed Alden. They were buddies back from when they were SEALs together. And we were just talking to Alden about his routine and what he does to keep himself sane and 4 young boys at home. And so I briefly flashed up on the screen, hey, I've got my routine of what I do every day. I mean, here's what I'm doing today. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm doing. And some people asked, hey, Jim, is there any way we could get a copy of that? And so I was going to share with you just real quick my schedule, how my schedule works and how I have it laid out. And if you guys need it or want it, you can let me know down here in the comments and I will, I'll figure out how to give you a link to it. So basically, this is how it works. Every day I'm up between around 4:30. Sometimes a little later, sometimes a little earlier, but on average, I'm up between 4:30. So the first thing you got to do is wake up. So I wake up, take puppies out, have some coffee, and then I do some reading and some thinking. And so I might read a book. I might read some stuff, some articles and stuff on the web, what have you. Then between 5 and 7 is my most absolutely creative time. And so this is typically, I have 1 or 2 things that I'm doing during that time frame. So recently it's been getting all, for the last month and a half, it's been getting all the traffic secret scripts done and other things like that. So this is where I'm most powerful. This is where I just have the most creativity. So I get it done first. Then I call my buddy Dexter at 7, we pray. And then at 7:10, I'm getting my content, my morning content ready. So when I'm doing a Chickens with Jim, I'll use one of the wizards. I'll do something to help me organize my thoughts. Sometimes it's as simple as just writing everything out on a little 3x5 card so that I know what I'm going to talk about. Other times it's as elaborate as doing a product review. And then I will do the content between 7:30 and 8. Then between 8 and 9:30, 9:45, I'm doing my workout. So as soon as I get done with this video, I'm going to go work out. I'm going to have shower, breakfast. At 10 o'clock, I actually have a meeting with my team. That's when we have our morning check-in. Then I'll check my email. I try to avoid checking email in this time frame because I find that it basically robs me of my humanity and my ability to even think. So if you want to blow your day, check your email first. So next, this is where I'm getting my work done. So 10 to 12, and then from 12 to 2, I have lunch with my wife. I take a nap, and then we go for a walk. Now, it might be 12 to 1:30, it might be 12 to 1, it might be 12 to 2:30. It just depends on the day, how busy I am. And then from 2 to about 3:45, I'm busting out the rest of my work. And by 3:45, I'm wrapping it up. And by 4, I'm trying to be done for the day. And you might say, well, done by 4, dang, Jim, you do any work? Well, easy there, Chuckles. I've been working since 5 in the morning. So 5 to 4 with these blocks is okay. For me, I'm 52. I got to start taking it a little bit easier. So the other thing you'll notice here on this, I see these 2-minute resets. What are these? Well, one of the best things I have found to get super productive is to take a couple of minutes, especially at the beginning of a work session, and ask some questions. What am I working on now? Why am I working on it? And who am I serving by working on this? And so that will actually just get me recentered really fast. That takes like 30 seconds now. And then what I'll also do is visualize myself completing the task successfully. And so sometimes that means that I will actually sit there for about 5 or 10 minutes with my eyes closed, visualizing what I'm trying to do. I'll visualize how that email teaser is going to look. I'll visualize how that product review is going to look, how it's going to flow, the points that I want to cover. And I'll mentally rehearse it and bring it into being in my mind first. You'll also notice over here I have, instead of just a giant to-do list, I have these things divided up into creative tasks, intuitive tasks, other tasks, breaks. What's going on here? Well, creative tasks, and I talked about this in other videos previously, but I've known this for a long time. I came out with a course called The 2 Golden Hours, talk about your mechanical hour, your creative hour. Recently, I read the book When by Daniel Pink, which is really, really good. I highly recommend it. And he talks about intuitive versus analytical, and I just interpreted it however I wanted to. But basically in the morning is when I can do stuff that requires a whole lot of creativity and also some analysis, just what I call hardcore brain work, thinking. Intuitive tasks are more the kinds of things that you do when you're feeling a little bit more relaxed. Maybe you're not as sharp as you were, but these are things that you can do that you can still get done really, really well. Formatting things, talking to people, doing interviews, those kinds of things is what I put under intuitive tasks. And then other tasks is just stuff that doesn't fit with these other things. Could be everything from returning phone calls to buying something. And then with the breaks, I like to schedule little fun breaks, like go play video games for 15 minutes or go walk up to the mailbox. Just, I know what I'm going to do for my work, but it's fun to plan what you're going to do for breaks because it gives you a little bit of fun to look forward to. And it shows that it's not all work. So this is how I create my routine Monday through Friday, every single day. This is pretty inviolable, though in the last couple of weeks with the Traffic Secrets launch and other stuff, I will admit that last week I actually missed I missed 2 out of 6 days of working out, which is really unusual for me. I am not going to do that this week, but just getting super, super busy. Sometimes you just got to keep on, you got to work through it. So that's pretty much my routine. If you guys are interested in getting a copy of this, let me know in the comments down below, and we'll figure out how to get it uploaded and get you a link to it here shortly. Also, do you want it in a DOCX file or do you want it as a PDF? Thinking if you had it as a DOCX file, you could modify it, but then again, maybe what I ought to do is do it if I do it as a Google Doc, then people could mess with it. So, okay, we'll get it figured out, but we'll get it in there. But if you want it, let me know. If you don't want it, then just say, hey, stick that piece of paper up your tail hole, Jim Edwards, and go out and let them chickens out. I came for the chickens. I didn't come for a piece of paper. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.